Good afternoon, Owl parents. Mr. Hagedorn here with our math update. I'm in Math 6. We had a bunch of work due this week. We had some practice problems, some study guides due, as well as our normal Sputter review. Next week, we have a lot less work due, just our Sputter review due next week. We will be moving on to our next unit, Unit 6, where we will be talking about expressions and equations. Next week, we'll be focusing on strictly things with all numbers, exponents, and order of operation, and then moving on to variables, which can be challenging to our sixth graders. All right, in Math 6 Plus, we are moving on to our next seventh grade unit. We will be working on proportional relationships. So we will be continuing our ratio stuff that we did back in Unit 2, and we will be taking those ratios and turning them into equations. We'll be writing equations to show the relationship between their ratios. All right, have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody on Monday.
Hello, Owl families. This is Mrs. Pedersen with your ELA update. This week we are continuing to read and analyze Flush, focusing a lot on our narrator's point of view. Next week we shift our focus to our author's point of view. So we'll continue reading Flush. We're reading about 2 chapters a night. Those chapters are linked in Google Classroom if your child would prefer to listen to the audio and read along in their books. That is linked for them in Google Classroom. So we'll continue our reading, and we'll start focusing on our author's point of view leading up to our end of unit, which will have an essay that we work on in class. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
Hello, 6th floor families. Mr. O with a science update. Once again, I have an owl dancing on my head, which is always interesting and entertaining at the same time. Today, we took a quick assessment on the different stations we were talking about in soil this week. We definitely need to dig back deeper of what we learned this week. So we're going to take a step back and not push forward. We're going to go back and revisit some things from soil that we did this week. We're going to look more into soil profiles and different climates and how climates affect the soil in the areas. We're going to get into testing different soil properties about midweek. And then we're going to start our last section of this unit with soil conservation, talking about different ways we can conserve soil, understand why soil is a valuable resource, and how we can be good stewards of soil. But other than that, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay warm. It's supposed to get a little cold.
Hello, friends. Let's talk about social studies quickly. We have 1 week left of our unit on politics. So we're just about finished with politics. If you look right over there on the homework, it says complete your ancient Egypt government and India-China questions. We finished Egypt in class. If students were in class today, everybody's done with that. They don't have to worry about it. But India and China, I told the students, let's pause it and finish it in class on Monday. It is sort of textbook dependent, so there is some of the questions that are on that assignment, you need help with the in-class textbooks. So don't have students work on that over the weekend. Not that anyone would really want to, but if they're saying they need to do it, tell them no, we're going to do it in class on Monday. Also on Monday, we're going to start talking about the Roman Empire and the Roman Republic, how Rome transferred from the Republic into the Empire. And then we're going to get into Justinian's Code, the Byzantine Empire, and a little bit of that law system, and end with Magna Carta, 1215, King John, and the kind of starting to slowly take the power away from kings and give it to the people. So that's what gets us through Friday of next week and the end of our unit on politics. And then the next following Monday, we will begin our unit on economics. So that's what's going on. We did talk a little bit about this interesting slide today, so your kids might want to take a look at that. You might want to take a look at that if you've got an athletic kid. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, have a lovely weekend. We'll talk to you soon.